I'm one of the more optimistic fans, but I think I've said that this team doesn't have it. I don't think this team's going all the way, and I doubt that this team's going to be a postseason team, and I still have that opinion, obviously, after this road trip. You lose both games against the Seattle Mariners. You have guys in the clubhouse admitting that they're quitting during games in that Mariners series, and then you have opportunities to win this series today, and you don't do it. You score 10 runs in the first game of this series, then you do nothing in the second game. And then today, great, offense scores, 3 runs in the first inning, then doesn't do much after that. And you have a lead, you give up the lead, and then you end up losing the game to a team that's ahead of you in the wild card standings. So you're losing ground. You didn't take advantage of the opportunity to gain ground there. And at the same time, this team that you just faced, they lost 9 games in a row, right? Or was it 8 games entering this or 9 games in a row? I think it was 9 games in a row entering this series, and you lose the series to them. Now add this series onto the Kansas City Royals, the Washington Nationals, the Cincinnati Reds, that terrible series against the San Francisco Giants. I think they lost 3 out of 4 to, getting embarrassed to the Los Angeles Dodgers. I mean, the extra innings, winless in extra innings, the terrible numbers with runners in scoring position for more than the first half of the season. Take all those signs and tell me that this team's going to go win it all. Tell me this team that, deserves to go be a postseason team. They don't. Based on the way they're playing, based on the sample size that we have seen, they don't deserve it. They've had plenty of opportunities to get back in this thing. And yes, they're technically still in it because you look at the standings, and right now I believe the Padres sit 5.5 games back. But the Chicago Cubs, listen to this stat here. This was from Kevin Acey's newsletter. This stat this sums up how good the Padres have to play the rest of the way. This was entering Sunday, the series finale. The Padres would have to go 29-16 the rest of the way if the Cubs went 23-22. So if Cubs only played 1 game over 500, the Padres would have to win 29 of their last whatever amount of games that is. Last 45 games, I think. 29 out of them. 29 of their last 45, they will have to win to go make the postseason and get over the Cubs. And that's assuming that the Cubs, they're not the team that you have to go beat. Maybe there's another team that gets hotter and they end up passing the Cubs, and then you have to play even better baseball than that. But yeah, it's going to be a really, really tough stretch of games here. Really just a tough ask for this Padres team. But can't feel sorry for them. Feel sorry for us Padres fans, but can't feel sorry for them because they're the ones that put themselves in this spot.